Have you ever felt something extraordinary in your life? Something that you couldn't quite explain? Imagine a moment when everything around you feels different, as if a higher power is trying to communicate with you. In times like these, many people believe that God is trying to send a message. Today, we will explore the 12 signs that suggest God has visited you. These signs are not just random occurrences. They hold deep spiritual significance. One of the most profound signs that God has visited you is experiencing an unexplainable peace. This isn't the kind of peace that comes from a quiet day or a resolved conflict. It's a profound, deep-seated tranquility that washes over you unexpectedly. Imagine being in the middle of a chaotic situation, feeling stressed and overwhelmed, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a wave of calmness envelops you. Your worries seem to fade, and you feel a sense of serenity that transcends your current circumstances. This peace can feel like a gentle reminder that you are not alone. Many people who have experienced this kind of peace describe it as feeling embraced by an invisible force. It's as if all their anxieties are lifted, and they are left with a profound sense of comfort and assurance. This peace often comes without warning and without any logical explanation. It can happen during prayer, meditation, or even in the midst of daily activities. It's a moment where the soul feels at rest and everything seems to align perfectly. When you encounter this unexplainable peace, it could very well be a sign that God has visited you, offering His reassurance and love. Recognizing these signs in your life can help you feel more connected to your faith and more aware of the divine presence around you. So keep your heart open and be attentive to these subtle yet powerful signs of God's visitation. Imagine thinking about an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, and suddenly they call you out of the blue. Or perhaps you've been praying for guidance, and then you meet someone who offers exactly the advice you needed to hear. These are not just random occurrences. They are meaningful coincidences, or what some call God incidences. They are moments when the divine intervenes in our lives, aligning circumstances to help us find clarity and direction. These unusual coincidences can serve as powerful reminders that we are not alone in our journey. They show us that there is a higher power orchestrating events in our favor, even when we can't see the bigger picture. Each coincidence is like a puzzle piece, fitting perfectly into the grand design of our lives, reminding us that everything happens for a reason. When you notice these synchronicities, take a moment to reflect on their significance. What message might God be trying to convey to you? Maybe it's a reminder to reconnect with loved ones, to pursue a new opportunity, or to trust in the path you are on. These coincidences can fill us with hope and reassurance, reinforcing our faith that we are being guided and cared for. Embrace these moments with gratitude and openness. Allow them to inspire you and strengthen your belief in divine timing. When you start seeing these unusual coincidences, remember that God is reaching out to you, offering signs and guidance to lead you toward your best life. Keep your heart and mind open and trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be, under the watchful eye of a loving Creator. Seeing repeated numbers is often described as a form of divine communication. It's as if God is using these numbers to catch your attention and convey a message. Each number sequence has its own meaning and significance. For example, seeing 11 is often associated with new beginnings and spiritual awakening. It's a reminder that you are on the right path and that the universe supports you in your journey. When you repeatedly notice these numbers, it's important to pause and reflect on what is happening in your life at that moment. What thoughts are you having? What decisions are you facing? These numbers could be guiding you, offering reassurance, or prompting you to take action. They serve as gentle nudges, encouraging you to pay attention to the signs around you and trust in the divine plan. Many people find comfort in these repeated numbers, feeling a sense of connection and alignment with the universe. It's as if God is saying, "I'm here with you. You're not alone." This awareness can bring peace and clarity, especially during times of uncertainty or doubt. It's a beautiful reminder that there is a greater force at work, looking out for you and guiding you towards your highest good. Embrace these moments with an open heart. When you see repeated numbers, take it as a sign to slow down, be present, and listen to your inner wisdom. Trust that these signs are messages of love and support from God, reminding you that you are always guided and protected. Keep your eyes and mind open, and let these divine signs inspire and uplift you on your journey. Dreams have been a significant part of spiritual experiences throughout history. Many biblical stories recount how God spoke to individuals through their dreams, providing them with visions and instructions. Today, this form of divine communication continues, allowing us to receive messages that can guide our decisions and strengthen our faith. When you have a dream that stands out, pay close attention to its details. What symbols or themes are present? How did you feel during the dream? These elements can hold profound meanings. For example, dreaming of light often represents divine presence and clarity, while dreams of water can symbolize cleansing and renewal. The emotions you experience in the dream are also important, as they can reflect the underlying message. Sometimes, these dreams can be direct answers to prayers or questions you've been pondering. They might provide solutions to problems, offer reassurance, or even warn you of potential challenges. By reflecting on these dreams and seeking to understand their meanings, you can gain valuable insights into your life and the path you should take. It's helpful to keep a dream journal, noting down your dreams as soon as you wake up. This practice can help you recognize patterns and recurring themes, making it easier to interpret the messages. Over time, you might notice that certain dreams correlate with significant events or decisions in your life, reinforcing the idea that God is guiding you through these nighttime visions. Embrace these messages with an open heart and mind. When you experience vivid or prophetic dreams, trust that God is speaking to you, offering His wisdom and guidance. Let these dreams inspire you, providing clarity and direction as you navigate your journey. Remember, you are never alone. God is always with you, guiding you even while you sleep. Many people describe their experience as feeling a warm, gentle energy surrounding them. It's as if an invisible hand is placed on your shoulder, or a soft whisper reassures you that everything will be okay. This presence often comes during times of stress, fear, or loneliness, providing comfort and strength when you need it most. It's a reminder that you are never truly alone, that a higher power is always watching over you. This feeling can also manifest during moments of prayer or meditation. As you quiet your mind and open your heart, you might sense this divine presence more clearly. It's a profound experience that can bring tears to your eyes and a smile to your face, knowing that you are in the presence of something greater than yourself. This connection can deepen your faith and provide a source of strength and courage. Sometimes, this presence is felt during significant life events, such as the birth of a child, the passing of a loved one, or during moments of personal revelation. These are times when emotions run high and the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds seems thinner. The presence you feel can be God, offering His love, support, and guidance, helping you navigate these pivotal moments with grace. Trust in this feeling. When you sense a comforting presence, take it as a sign that God is with you, providing reassurance and peace. Embrace it with gratitude and allow it to fill your heart with love and hope. This divine presence is a beautiful reminder that you are always cared for and that God is walking beside you, guiding you through every step of your journey. Keep your heart open and let this presence inspire and uplift you, knowing that you are never alone. Think about a time when you were facing a challenge that seemed insurmountable. Maybe you were struggling with a personal issue, a financial crisis, or a health problem. Just when you felt the most desperate, someone or something came to your aid. It could have been a friend offering support, a stranger lending a hand, or an opportunity appearing at just the right time. These moments of unexpected help are not mere coincidences. They are signs of divine intervention. When you receive such help, it's important to recognize it as a blessing. Reflect on how this assistance arrived and what it meant for you at that moment. Often, these acts of help come with perfect timing, providing exactly what you need to overcome your challenges. They serve as reminders that you are not alone and that God is actively involved in your life, guiding you toward a positive outcome. These experiences can strengthen your faith and encourage you to trust in divine timing. They show you that even when things seem bleak, there is hope and support available to you. By acknowledging and being grateful for these instances of unexpected help, you open yourself up to more blessings and become more attuned to the ways God is working in your life. Embrace these moments with gratitude and humility. When you receive unexpected help, see it as a sign of God's love and care for you. Let it inspire you to keep faith, knowing that you are always supported, no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem. Trust that God is always there, providing help and guidance when you need it the most. When you observe changes in nature that feel significant, it might be a sign that God is reaching out to you. Imagine witnessing a sudden and beautiful rainbow after a storm, feeling a deep sense of peace as you watch it appear. Or perhaps you've seen a butterfly land on your hand at a moment when you needed reassurance. These natural occurrences can be seen as symbols of hope, renewal, and divine presence. They remind us of the beauty and wonder of creation, and the idea that there is a higher power orchestrating everything. Sometimes, these changes in nature are more dramatic, like a sudden shift in weather or an unexpected natural event. While they can be awe-inspiring, they can also be moments of reflection, prompting you to consider their spiritual significance. For instance, a strong wind might feel like a sign to let go of old worries, or a blooming flower could symbolize new beginnings and growth in your life. These natural signs often come at times when you need them most, offering comfort and guidance. They serve as reminders that you are connected to something greater than yourself, and that God is always present in the world around you. By paying attention to these signs, you can feel a deeper sense of connection to the divine and find inspiration in the beauty of nature. Embrace these changes in nature with an open heart and mind. When you notice unusual natural occurrences, take a moment to reflect on their possible meanings and how they relate to your life. See them as signs of God's presence and let them fill you with hope and reassurance. Remember, the natural world is a canvas for divine messages, offering signs and wonders that remind you of God's ever-present love and care. Your inner voice is not just a random thought or feeling. It's a profound sense of knowing that comes from deep within you. It can guide you in making decisions, warn you of potential dangers, or encourage you to take a specific path. Often, this voice is gentle but persistent, nudging you in the right direction, even when you might be unsure or hesitant. Many people describe this experience as feeling a sense of peace and clarity when they follow their inner voice. It's as if all doubts and fears are lifted, and they are left with a clear understanding of what they need to do. This guidance can come during moments of prayer, meditation, or even in the midst of everyday activities. It's a reminder that God is always with you, providing wisdom and direction when you need it most. Listening to this inner voice requires trust and faith. It's important to quiet your mind and open your heart, allowing yourself to hear this divine guidance. Sometimes the messages may be subtle, but they are always there, offering support and encouragement. By paying attention to your inner voice, you can make better decisions and feel more confident in your choices. When you hear this inner voice, take it as a sign that God is speaking to you. Embrace it with an open heart and mind, trusting that it will lead you towards your highest good. Let it inspire you to take action and make positive changes in your life. Remember, this inner voice is a gift, a direct line of communication with the divine, guiding you every step of the way. Keep your heart open and listen closely, knowing that you are always guided and loved by God. Finding symbolic objects can be a powerful sign that God is communicating with you. These objects often appear unexpectedly, carrying significant personal or spiritual messages. Consider the moments when you find a feather, a coin, or a piece of jewelry that seems to appear out of nowhere. These objects can serve as reminders of God's presence and love. For instance, finding a feather might symbolize that you are being watched over by angels, offering comfort and reassurance during difficult times. A coin found in an unusual place could be a sign of prosperity and support, reminding you that your needs will be met. These symbolic objects can also relate to personal experiences or memories. For example, finding an old photograph or a forgotten memento might bring back cherished memories and remind you of God's faithfulness throughout your life. These objects can serve as tangible connections to moments when you felt particularly blessed or guided. When you encounter a symbolic object, take a moment to reflect on its meaning. Ask yourself what message it might be conveying and how it relates to your current situation. These objects are often meant to provide guidance, encouragement, or reassurance. They can remind you to stay strong, have faith, and trust in the divine plan. It's important to remain open and receptive to these signs. By doing so, you can gain a deeper understanding of God's presence in your life and feel more connected to your spiritual journey. Embrace these moments with gratitude, recognizing them as gifts from the divine. When you find a symbolic object, cherish it and let it inspire you. These objects are reminders that you are never alone, that God is always with you, providing signs and guidance through the simplest things. Keep your heart and mind open to these divine messages and let them strengthen your faith and bring you closer to God. Intense emotions can take many forms: overwhelming joy, deep sadness, profound gratitude, or even sudden bursts of inspiration. For example, you might feel an overwhelming sense of joy and peace during a moment of prayer or worship, as if God is filling your heart with His love and grace. Or perhaps you experience a deep sadness that leads to personal reflection and growth, helping you to understand and release old hurts. These powerful feelings can also come as a sudden burst of creativity or inspiration, leading you to take positive action in your life. It's as if God is using your emotions to push you toward a new path, or to encourage you to make a change. In these moments, your emotions are not just reactions, but signs of divine interaction. It's important to recognize and honor these intense emotions. Take time to sit with them, explore their meaning, and reflect on what God might be trying to communicate to you. Often, these feelings are accompanied by a sense of clarity or a new perspective on your life's direction. They can serve as reminders that God is actively involved in your life, guiding you and helping you grow. Embrace these intense emotions with openness and trust. Allow them to deepen your connection with the divine and guide you in your journey. Remember, these powerful feelings are signs of God's presence, reminding you that you are loved, supported, and always guided. Let them inspire you to move forward with faith and confidence, knowing that God is with you every step of the way.